95.com, 8:06 our time on the 21st of April of 2026. Just tearing on through this month, tearing on through this year. We are about, a day away from the end of the ceasefire with Iran. The Strait of Hormuz closed still. However, of course, we're closing one end of it and keeping Iran from doing anything, getting in or getting out.
They got new battlefield cards.
They've got new battlefield cards. They're so ready to go.
Cards. Look.
Yeah.
Here, pick one, Richard.
You pick a card. Pick any battlefield card
right here. Which one would you like?
What they do is they put them in the spokes of their bicycle, and it sounds like a motorcycle.
We have new battlefield cards. That is so funny to me today.
We're going to get you. We'll show you a thing or two, boy. You are going to learn.
Battlefield cards.
We got you good.
See, didn't they say it one time? Mm-hmm. No, maybe that was Ukraine.
Yeah.
Zelensky,
Ukraine was the one that
Zelensky said,
yeah,
I don't play cards.
No, you're not playing cards. You don't have any.
That's right.
Exactly
you don't have any, and neither does Iran.
Denson and Fuller, my insurance agents, local and independent. They're right there on Crescent Avenue in Homewood. One of the things an independent insurance agency can do for you is shop around. So, for instance, maybe right now you've got one company and they're handling all your stuff. Oh, they do my business, they do my house, they do my car, they do my RV, they do my boat, they do my motorcycle, whatever. If you call Denson and Fuller and you tell them what it is you need insured, don't tell them what you're spending now. They will shop around. They will maybe put each one of those with a different company, which is okay because you're still only dealing with one entity. That's Denson and Fuller. They'll make sure that you're not overinsured, you're not underinsured, that you're paying the right price, and that your premiums are great and the service is second to none. Make the switch. Just call and find out today. 414-1476, 414-1476, or find them online at densonandfuller.com. Speaking of motorcycles, the Harley-Davidson Motorcycle Company has initiated a recall for thousands of motorcycles due to the possible loss of the rear brakes.
That's pretty bad. Not as bad as the front, but the rear is very important too.
It is important, and that's exactly why. How much of the stopping on a motorcycle do you think is done by the rear brakes? It's about 15 to 20%. 80% of the stopping is done by the front brakes. But if 100% of the stopping is done by the front brakes,
it will
flipping. Throw you right over the handlebars.
Can you say a 10-speed bike?
Yes.
I had that happen.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that feels like.
This is why you have to have
the
rear brakes to balance out the front brakes, And when those things go bad, yikes, oh my. There is an increased risk of a crash, they say. The recall involves, get this, 16,994 motorcycles, with an estimated 100% of them having the problem.
Yikes. 100%. Very serious. Yeah, so I guess they found this out when people were wrecking on the bikes.
Probably.
Said, it looks like we've got a problem
here.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that number. You go 16,994.
Kind of specific, isn't it?
I bet it was 17,006 people wrecked. And they went, okay, here's the deal. You other 16,994, we need you to bring those bikes in.
Yeah, bring them in.
Wow.
Whatever you do, don't ride them right now. It's very dangerous. It's almost like, losing the ability to even ride the bike.
Yeah.
With the
I wouldn't.
Wrong with the handlebars.
I'm not sure.
I'm not getting on that bike.
I loved my years of riding a bike, and I do miss it sometimes, especially on days like yesterday when you just go, today would be a great day to be out on a bike.
I'm telling you, when I went over to BB Electric Moto and saw some of those bikes, and the kids were in the middle of the street doing the wheelies and just having I was like, ooh, that's very tempting.
Yeah.
It'd be very tempting to get one of those.
I could see that.
Kind of low price, and you still can get out and ride, and it's fun. I'm like, Christmas is around the corner. Had I known.
The biggest problem with a motorcycle, aside from the fact that I just will not ride like in the dark. I'm just not comfortable enough with my vision, and of course I'm wearing a full face helmet, so I'm like, I'm not comfortable with that, and I come to work in the dark every day, so I'm not going to ride it at that time. Kind of limits the amount of time that I can ride a bike. I don't ride in the rain. I've seen people do it.
Smart
just,
not to.
Bless their hearts.
Well, it's not good.
I can't do
it's dangerous for you, and it's not good for the bike.
Bad for other people on the road as well, because then they're looking out for you, and then they're wrecking because they don't want to hit you and whatever. Anyway, but the real problem is when your motorcycle needs repair, and you think about what it takes to change the back brakes on a Harley Davidson. That cannot be inexpensive. I don't know. I've never had to do it. But I know I got rid of my last bike before I had to replace the front tire.
Mm-hmm.
It was starting to go bad, and I was just like, I know I'm going to need one of these pretty soon. I went ahead and donated it to charity. I was like, I
Nice.
got all my use out of this thing. I rode it for 4.5, 5 years. I really enjoyed it. I bought it used already. So I feel like I did good. I got what I wanted out of it. Enjoyed every minute of it. Rode it to work a couple of times back when I was working afternoons and middays, which was okay. But I just looked at the expense of what it was going to be to change out the front. You have to take all this stuff off and then remove the wheel, and then they change the tire out. It's not like a car. I mean, a car is like
Fairly easy.
you
now.
basically you take off those and you move, and there you go. The tire's in. It's $20. I mean, last time I had a flat tire, $20 to get it fixed at Scott's Discount Tire Outlet.
Very nice.
There's a little
sure.
plug for you, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I do got a tire engineer.
That's a little
so
plug for you, too.
Yeah.
Right in the tire.
Yeah, that's what it was. As a matter of fact, it was a plug. They got it done. But yeah, a motorcycle a little bit more involved than that. And then, I did most of the work on my own bike, which, thank you, YouTube.
Oh, YouTube is your best friend on anything.
I was like,
That was in the backyard the other day, and I was like, I don't know what kind of plant that is. It just all of a sudden popped up.
Yeah.
Take a picture, tells you instantly.
Oh,
and then
poison
how to
ivy.
care.
Okay, I'll
and
run
they're
away.
like, and here's how you care for it. This is the water. This is,
nice.
and I'm like, oh my goodness, the washing machine broke. Oh, this is what you need to do.
yeah,
to
go
fix
get a
it.
new
I
one.
mean,
That's what I did.
a
Worked
lot
out
of
well
time-
for me.
Sometimes that's the easiest thing to do.
Depending on, yeah. No, when my dryer broke, I was like, I know how to do this. I'm tired. I'm not doing it. Like, you need to take the front off, and then there's these coils that go in there, and you've actually had you've had an exploded driveway in your
It was in the
dryer
driveway.
in your
It took
driveway
the
at one
back
point, right?
part and the big
Yeah.
wheel and the
Oh.
giant. And I was like, oh, how am I going to get this back together? But YouTube was the friend.
Yeah. Mm.
That thing lasted another year and a half, I guess, and then it went off the rails. And I was
There you
like,
go.
okay, now I'm done.
Never mind.
I'm not doing this again.
KC says nothing on a Harley is cheap. Yeah, I would agree with that. That is one of the things about a Harley Davidson is that they do tend to be a little bit more expensive. But I know people who swear by them wouldn't ride anything else. You know, the idea of riding what they refer to as a rice burner, Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki. They're like, I'd never do that. You couldn't get me on one of those. I could see an Indian would be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I saw that truck across the street where they sell them
Yeah.
the other day, and I was like, oh, those are beautiful bikes.
You know what I couldn't do is one of these ninjas, the one that you're bent over on all the time.
Yeah, I think you're past that point, Richard.
I don't think I was
you'd
ever
like
at
it.
that point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could ever just
maybe
ride
in,
bent
maybe
over
in our
like that.
20s, or we could,
Oh,
know,
my God.
fly. I don't know. Nowadays, I mean, I see it in the car. I'm like, I would be scared to death to be on a bike like on the interstate. Nobody's paying any attention. They're all on their devices. I'm like, the whole time I'm driving in the car now, like I'm the hockey puck. Like, oh gosh. Because nobody's paying any attention. I've never seen anything like it.
We were talking the other day about golf, about how one of the reasons golf is so relaxing is that once you're on the course and you've committed to play at least 9 holes, you really can't think about anything else. You have to think about the next shot. You have to be focusing where that ball is going and what club you're going to use and so on and so forth. And it takes everything else in your life and just puts it on hold. And I found the same thing to be true of riding a motorcycle. You put your head on a swivel. You have to pay attention. You've got to be focused on what you're doing. You can't just space out while you're driving.
No.
And that's okay because it keeps everything else in the world off your mind. You're focused on what you're doing and you're enjoying it. And that's one of the reasons that I really enjoyed riding a motorcycle. But I have no intention of doing that again anytime soon, even though I could probably afford a much better bike now than I had before.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Maybe get out real early, like on a Saturday or Sunday morning before the rest of the world is up,
yeah.
and take a ride on a back road.
So let me get this straight. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning
No.
weekdays. You want me to wake
Get
up
at
early on a
6.
Saturday?
Just like 3 hours later.
That's too. No, I'm not doing
like
it.
a 6.
No, I'm
10.
10.
Get
Let's
out,
talk
ride
10.
from 6 to 7.
We'll get it, sure.
6 to 8.
Yes.
Now you need to get home.
Buy
because
something I can use 1 hour a week. That sounds like fun. Let's do that.
You can afford it, Mr.
Sure.
First Class.
Well, you're right about that. 8:15 with Dixon and Vining on Talk 99.5. Alabama Tree Pros wants to come out and either save your tree or take it down. You know, being able to save you money by taking a look at your tree and saying, it's not as bad as you think it is. We may be able to fix a couple of things here. If we trim off this part and we change that part, and then you start treating it like this, if you want to keep the tree, we can help you keep the tree. And that will save you money because, let's face it, it is not an inexpensive thing to get a tree taken down. Now, is Alabama Tree Pros less expensive than other people? Yes. Yes, they are. However, it's still costly to get a tree taken down. It's not going to be inexpensive. You're basically paying money to get back to even. Well, I can say this, at least Alabama Tree Pros makes getting back to even a little bit more fun and a little bit easier than the other guys. They're fast, they're experts, they do it right, they are licensed, bonded, insured, all that good stuff. They'll staple it at the back of your very low estimate. Talking about Alabama Tree Pros at 308-4158, 308-4158, online at alabamatreepros.com. Go do it. Eight nineteen Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, leading to a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday and Thursday with a tiny chance of rain coming up on Friday and a better one on Saturday. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. Don't forget about our big 10-year anniversary. The Jawbone Jam is taking place on the 15th of May at Iron City. The Knowles Group brings it to you. We love the Knowles Group. Great people over there. Danny Knowles and company. Now, what you're going to see is 3 kick-ass groups. You're going to see Cattle. They've got a
brand new album.
A brand new album that they're dropping, and it's kind of an album release party for them. And then Stone Horses. That is a group that has been touring quite regularly with Brother Kane, who is our headlining act. Of course, Local Boys Made Good, Damon Johnson and company. Glad to have them. Going to be great to have these guys there. Going to be great to be at Iron City again for, this is going to be the 4th or 5th one of these we've done at Iron City. I don't remember. But we love all you guys. We want you to come out and get yourself some tickets. You go to Ticketmaster.com or you go to IronCityBhem.com and purchase those tickets so you can come hang out with everybody in the staff. Everybody who has been a part of this radio station is going to be there. You're going to see all your favorite radio personalities. Also, John Bird is going to be there. So there's going to be a lot of I know. I know.
It's too soon.
No.
As special thanks to Aqua Systems and Blakely's Bouquets. They are helping to put this big 10-year celebration on our Jawbone Jam. A big deal to us, and I know so many of you over the years have made it to this event. And this is a big one. We've got some incredible acts. These guys are going to be great. We're working on some T-shirts. We'll tell you more about that. And we're working on some more tickets that we will give away on the air. But if you want to make certain that you've got tickets for this event, get to Ticketmaster or IronCityBhem.com now and purchase your tickets for the big night. It's a Friday night, and that's another reason we're excited because, again, there's no, hey, I've got to run home. Well, you and I got to get up early in the morning.
Yep.
We can all kind of hang and have fun.
Get yourself a babysitter.
Yep.
And come on out. Have yourself a good time. It's going to be great.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Iran's parliamentary speaker, this is the guy we've been dealing with, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, sent a direct warning to President Donald Trump on X yesterday, saying that Iran will not accept negotiations with the U.S. while under threat. He says that Iran has spent the past couple of weeks coming up with a plan to reveal new cards on the battlefield.
Yeah, new cards.
Are they like Hallmark greeting cards?
New battlefield cards. I'm like, what kind of cards are you talking about here?
We need some answers.
Go fish.
Yeah, go fish. Old maid.
Ghalibaf led the Iranian delegation in talks with President J.D. Vance in Islamabad back on April 11th. Now we're supposed to be doing new ones starting today. Supposedly, J.D. Vance is about to get on a plane and fly over there. But now we're questioning whether or not we should because Iran keeps saying, well, we're not coming. So there. We're not going to be there. Okay, well, look, you understand what a ceasefire is, right? And you understand what happens when a ceasefire runs out, right? Because you don't talk like you know what you're saying. I'm just saying. The U.S. did fire on Iran-flagged MV Tuska, a tanker in the Arabian Sea. On Sunday, disabled its engines, later seized the vessel. Tehran officials condemned the seizure, called it armed piracy, and vowed retaliation. We will retaliate. They've said this again and again. And by the way, they don't seem to have the ability to retaliate because their navy's at the bottom of the sea. Their air force has been flattened. We haven't seen their army because we're not putting boots on the ground.
That's right.
So kind of useless at this point. Peace talks are expected to begin in Pakistan today. Recent reports from the Iranian state media have thrown those meetings into doubt. Don't know.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. J.D. Vance is set to go there, but until we get a green flag that they're going to be talks and negotiations, he's on standby right now. Can you imagine that? Honey, I'm not sure if I'm going to Pakistan or not. I'll just be right here. But if I say I got to go, I got to go.
Yeah, you hate the idea of getting on a plane and flying like that far, only to find out that you're the only one there.
Yeah,
you're kind of like, well, they didn't write, they didn't call, they didn't. What's going on here? Really? I flew all the way over here. I got a lot of jumbles done on the plane. That was good. Still,
let's hope he's doing more than that on the plane.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
This is another one of these stories about which just do not have a lot of information, and it's striking to me how little we have, but I understand it's because there's an investigation going on. A 10-year-old Catherine Bigby's body was found less than an hour after she was reported missing on Friday night. It was found in a house. We don't know if it was her house or somebody else's house. She was, in fact, the victim of a homicide, and now there is another juvenile who is in custody and is suspected of that homicide. We don't know if this juvenile is a boy or a girl. We have no name. We don't have a cause of death aside from homicide, and we don't have an age because, again, we're dealing with the juveniles, and there's so many rules that are kind of laws protecting identity and so on and so forth that we can't get a lot of information. But this young Piedmont girl, 10 years old, senselessly killed on Friday night, and by Tuesday morning / Monday night, they had her suspected killer in custody. This is a tragic tale all around. Lots of lives ruined by this. And when we have more information, we will bring it to you. It's frustrating that we don't have it, but I don't want the story to go unnoticed or unmentioned in amongst all the other stuff that's going on out there, because this young lady was somebody who lived and died and took up space on the planet and was apparently well loved by everybody. And it's sad that Catherine Bigby is no longer with us.
Yeah, that's just tragic. And again, we'll probably get some more details about it, but, dealing with young ages here, they're being very quiet about it.
It's going to take a minute or two to get most of the rest of this information out, and we can only hope that it will happen sooner rather than later. Let's see. I'm curious about this because I can't seem to get at the news story, and it's really irritating me. The New York Post is reporting, there we go, that the House Oversight Committee, the Congress is publishing a list of 28 House investigations for sexual misconduct.
That seems like a lot.
That does seem like a lot.
Whoa, what's going on?
I'm sorry, I said Oversight. This is the Ethics Committee. They published a list of all its publicly disclosed sexual misconduct investigations into members stretching back to 1976. The 28 investigations spanned from former Representatives Tony Gonzalez and Eric Swalwell, both of whom resigned last week, to the late Representative Wayne Hayes. In total, there were 14 Democrats and 12 Republicans. Mm-hmm. And if the Post would stop having ads that would just pop up and cover the story, I could tell you more about it. But instead, they've decided that that's how they want to do business.
Yeah, 14 Dems, 12 Republicans, and this dates quite a ways back, but that's far too many.
The late Representative Elsie Hastings was twice investigated for pursuing a sexual relationship with a staffer in 2014 and again in 2020.
Matt Gaetz was another one.
Yeah, he was looked into. By the way, I think he left before that investigation really got too far going. 1982 to 1983 involved House pages, also concluded with censuring of Representatives Jerry Studds, Dan Crane. Neither was expelled. By the way, one was a Democrat, one was a Republican. Good Lord. This is just amazing to me. And really, we still don't have the list of names of the Congress people who availed themselves of that slush fund that was used to pay off people who were making these claims against them. Because they said there was something like 350 people who availed themselves of that slush fund, which means that there were that many people who were accused of some sort of sexual allegation who didn't even get investigated for it. Mm-hmm. And that's taxpayer dollars. And it was voted on by Congress, and it was voted down to ever release those names. Again, you're looking at it, you're going...
Everybody's protecting everybody.
We're electing you people, and we have the right to know who the hell you are. How did this happen? But one of the ways that it happens is that, for instance, Eric Swalwell's competition never did any really good opposition research on him. Or if they did, they decided they didn't want to make that public because it might go poorly for them. But, Eric Swalwell was apparently a dog. He was all over. I mean, he was basically the Matt Lauer of Congress.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And nobody wanted to bring that up?
Yeah. When it's that bad, please bring it up.
Come on.
This guy was, and the problem was he got away with it probably initially, and it just exploded. He was like, well, nobody's going to, I'm untouchable. Hang on there.
Once you get away with it for a while. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727. When you are in need of an uplifting experience for your garage door, ProLift, the guys you need to call because they can do the emergency service thing. They send out somebody who's got all the stuff on their truck necessary to fix your garage door. Doesn't matter what make or model you are using, because they fix them all. They have great knowledge in every department when it comes to these garage doors. And if you want to buy a new one, they can work that out for you as well. Great low pricing and 12 months same as cash. ProLiftDoors.com to find out more. ProLiftDoors.com. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727. The garage door company that I trust, the garage door company you should trust as well.
It's 8:35. Good morning. It's Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. A beautiful day ahead of us. We got lots of sunshine out there. Looks like we'll warm up to about 81 degrees. And if you like this weather, tomorrow looks good. Thursday looks good. Really, the next rain chance might come in here late on Saturday. And we'll just keep an eye on it. Just if you're trying to make weekend plans now, you'll know about that. Speaking of the rain, got to know this guy. Whenever we talk about rain, I always think of gutters, and I think of Daniel at Noble Contractors. Gutters are so important to our homes. Our home's a big investment. If you don't have gutters that are working properly, maybe you got one in disrepair, maybe the downspouts aren't doing what they need to do to make sure that that water is moving away from the foundation of your home, well, give Daniel a call. A wonderful man, a veteran of the military. The work that he does is outstanding. The crews that he has and oversees, outstanding. I can't say enough good things about Daniel. And here's the nice part about it. Daniel is going to more than likely do that job for a lot less than some of these big national companies that you see. He not only has great-looking gutters. These are the seamless 6-inch gutters. He has the gutter covers, so no problem there, so the leaves and debris don't get in there. He also does repairs, and he's right here in the Birmingham metro area. So if you're in the sound of our voice, more than likely he's able to help you. He'll is happy to come out and give you a free estimate. If you need some new gutters, go ahead and get an estimate from some of those big companies and then call Daniel. Go, could I get an estimate for free? And absolutely, he will do that. Check out his work on Facebook. The website is noblecontractorsala.com, and I encourage you to put this phone number in your phone, 205-422-3034. Anytime you need gutter repair, new gutters, this is your man. Daniel, 422-3034. at noblecontractorsala.com.
All right, let's give away a pair of tickets to the Barbecue and Blues Festival this Saturday to Bartleben Park. This is the 15th annual Bob Sykes Barbecue and Blues Festival. It is happening Saturday, April the 25th, and the gates open at 11 a.m. Should you win these tickets, you will be able to enjoy great music from Rick Harris and Dexter Allen and Karen Wolf and Selwyn Birchwood and Lil Ed and the Blues Imperials. You got to bring a blanket, maybe a lawn chair. Two, because you're getting 2 tickets, really. You want to make sure everyone's comfy and go enjoy some of this great music and the fabulous food. Bob Sykes Barbecue is going to be there. A few other vendors, I'm sure, you'll be able to enjoy. There's face painting.
Yeah. You know, being that we've been to that park in the past, very easy to get to, lots of parking all around, so no problems there. And again, this is just a beautiful place that sometimes we forget that is over in that part of town. We had an absolute ball when we went. Met all kinds of wonderful people.
Absolutely.
And again, everybody's smart to bring their lawn chair and hang out and enjoy the food that is always really good there. And, of course, the music that you'll hear is a lot of fun. So
I don't
take
know what.
advantage
I got to be honest with you. I find the blues depressing, and I'm not sure why. I don't know what it is. It just
really it's kind of like
it just brings me down.
When you go to church and you start hearing those hymns, it kind of gets you right.
Picks me up.
It gets you in the.
I'm all about that.
Get you right in the soul.
The blues kind of brings me down. I don't know what the deal is.
Know.
It's strange. Here we go. This is a game called Name That Blues Guitarist.
Are we doing this by phone or are we doing this by a text?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, let's do that first.
See, it's important to know.
We're doing this by phone.
Okay.
545-9950. 545-9950. Here is your hint for this blues guitarist. Number 1, still living. Number 2, out of the Chicago area. Number 3, has a habit of wearing a pork pie hat and a tracksuit. Not something you see in a blues guitarist every day. And here is probably the big one. Both his first and last name can be used as a synonym for man. Both his first and last name can be used as a synonym for man. Chicago area, pork pie hat, tracksuit, still alive, first and last name, synonym for man. Both of those. Figure that one out. 545-9950. If you think you got the answer, you can pick up a pair of tickets to go to the Barbecue and Blues Festival at Bartleben Park this Saturday. While you are mulling that over, we'll talk about this. The Department of Justice has tapped now a man by the name of diGenova. He is Joseph diGenova. He sounds like a mobster, doesn't he? But he is going to be spearheading a probe into ex-CIA Director John Brennan and others over the origins of the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. diGenova actually represented Trump during that time as a lawyer. And consequently, he has regularly said, and he's been saying so for many, many years, that John Brennan lied to kick this investigation off. He was responsible, colluded with the FBI to help drive this investigation forward. And he really was the main instigator of all of this. And so diGenova seems to be the right guy. They had somebody else in there, a female who really wasn't getting the job done. And so Trump just fired her and said, let's put somebody in there who actually has an idea of what he's talking about and see if maybe we can. This is interesting because there's a couple of things going on. Number one, they've decided they really are going to go ahead and probe this, the whole Russia collusion hoax and how it got started and whatnot. Which
Good. Let's get to the bottom of it.
It does need to
Whether
be
you prosecute or anybody gets held accountable, let's get it documented what the truth is.
Make sure it never happens again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're also digging into the 2020 election. You're seeing that they're starting to really, they've gone in now, I guess, to Maricopa County in Arizona, and they're taking some ballots there, and they've done the same thing, of course, in Fulton County, Georgia, and they're investigating an awful lot of stuff about this because they want to see, like, what exactly happened here. No matter how you slice it, when you talk about that 2020 election, there's something you have to remember. Supposedly, Joe Biden won with 81 million votes, but in the long run, he really won by, get this, 42,000 votes across a handful of swing states. 42,000
And I'm not even
votes.
sure that's true.
And those were
I doubt that.
I'm just saying that's the official
Yeah,
record.
right,
Okay,
right.
So 42,000 votes, and in every one of those states in which he won by just 42,000 votes, they stopped counting at one point. Now, if that doesn't tell you, well, crap, we cheated in all the wrong places and we didn't cheat enough.
That's where we're at.
To the phones we go, where Todd is standing by in Pell City with an answer to Name That Blues Guitarist. Blues guy out of Chicago. Todd, you're in beautiful Pell City. What do you do for a living?
Actually, saw blades.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Saw blades.
Saw blades. You sell them? You make them? You use them? What?
I sell them, and my good friends make them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Gotcha. We're talking about hand saws, circular saws, what?
No, industrial metal cutting saw blades.
Industrial
Yeah,
metal cutting.
The very expensive ones.
Bloody freaking
Yeah, those are pricey.
Righty then, I guess so.
Some of them we're proud of.
Okay,
Yeah, I
you
bet.
should be. You should be. All right, here is the question. A blues man still alive out of Chicago, known for wearing a pork pie hat and a tracksuit, and both his first and last name are a synonym for man. What do you got, Todd?
Well, the tracksuit was a giveaway for Buddy Guy.
Buddy Guy it is. Buddy Guy, congratulations. You've just won a pair of tickets to go see the Barbecue and Blues Festival at the Bartleben Park, put on by Bob Sykes Blues and Barbecue this very weekend. Gates open at 11. You'll hear fabulous music from the likes of Rick Harris, Dexter Allen, Karen Wolf, Selwyn Birchwood, and Little Ed and the Blues Imperials. These tickets brought to you by Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Bob Sykes Barbecue, and from Spiegel, Chicago, Illinois, 60609. Back to you, Johnny. Oh, I'm sorry. Congratulations, Todd. Enjoy the show. Let me put you on hold, and Steve will get some information from you. Okay.
Sweet. Way to go, Todd.
Buddy Guy. Opened for him in Orlando, the Dixon and Willoughby Experience. Played in front of Buddy Guy, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Truly wonderful individual. It was freezing cold. It was February, and he was wearing his tracksuit and his pork pie hat, and he said, I thought Florida was supposed to be warm.
Well, sometimes it is, and sometimes you get that little cold front coming through.
Sorry about that, Mr. Guy. I wish it were cold. I wish it were warmer for you as well, because we were also freezing on stage. If you are looking to get your clothes cleaner, you might say, well, you know what I need is a new detergent. Nope. You're looking to get the dishes more sparkling. Well, I need some sort of rinse agent. Nope. If you're thinking, I'm using an awful lot of shampoo, an awful lot of soap in the shower, I don't know what's going on, and why am I using up all this lotion to try to make my skin softer? Well, what you need is better water. It's just that simple, and Aqua Systems water is what you need. They get the hardness out. They get the chemicals out. It really changes the game for you, both when it comes to your shower, when it comes to your clothing, when it comes to the dishes. And when you use that under-sink reverse osmosis systems, oh, my goodness, what a difference it makes in your coffee, your tea, your Kool-Aid. Whatever it is you're making or cooking with that water is so much better when you use Aqua Systems. Aqua Systems Water, 383-3999. Systems start as low as $0 down and $60 a month. You can get 12 months, same as cash, if you like. A no-obligation consultation. They'll come out and kind of explain to you and show you why your water is not good and theirs is much better and how you can get that for not that much money. Aqua Systems, 383-3999, online at iwantgreatwater.com. $8.50. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5.com. Got a beautiful Tuesday and a lovely rest of the week headed our way. 81 today, 82 tomorrow, 83 on Thursday. Friday, maybe a 10% chance of rain, nothing to freak out about, 20% most. And then Saturday, we do get some rain coming into the forecast, but we don't know exactly what time it's going to be, so don't
And how about
Weekend.
this? Span is our friends over at ABC 3340. James Span's putting out that there could be some severe weather next Monday, which, by the way, is an anniversary, not a good one to remember, April 27th. So we'll have to watch it. But much needed rain. It looks like we're, once we get past the weekend, Monday and Tuesday, early part of next week, there is more rain chances, and we really, really need the rain.
I'm all about the rain, baby.
But if we can wait until Monday.
Yes, that'd be good.
I'd be happy with that.
Hold up. Let's get that rain out of the way.
Let's get the barbecue festival in, and let's get the Talladega race in, and then rain.
Then go ahead. Unload. We don't care at that point.
Then let
We're
it
fine.
go.
We're fine. Jeff Joke of the day. You ready?
You're not. You can tell by the way that Richard said it. Jeff Joke of the day. Are you ready?
Not sure. Are we?
I accidentally sprayed body spray in my mouth. Now I talk with an accent.
I see what he did there.
Aha! See?
Wow.
Steve liked it too.
Wow. Oh,
I
no.
liked it.
Oh, both of you.
See, but you.
For shame.
Here's the thing.
Shame.
You did not read that correctly.
Hold him to a higher
You can
standard.
tell that Richard doesn't like the joke based on the way that he
I fixed it again. I have to fix his jokes regularly because he said I accidentally sprayed Axe body spray in my mouth. You can't use the word Axe twice.
Well, he did.
But
It's
you
his
shouldn't. You
but it's
shouldn't.
his joke.
But it's wrong. He's doing it wrong.
Everybody
Everybody knows what Axe body spray is.
Listen.
If you say body spray, if I say body spray to you, Steve, what's the first name that comes to mind?
Axe would be the
Axe
first
would
one.
be the one. Yeah. Okay. So by using the word Axe twice, you really weaken the joke.
Listen,
I'm telling you.
You're not paying this man one dime, Richard, for the free joke.
We should be taking money from him. He's that bad.
For the good one, and I'm
Today
trying
was
to
not that
encourage
day.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to encourage him.
And again,
I mean, is this the best he's done? No,
the
it's
joke.
not.
The joke is this: I accidentally sprayed Axe body spray to my mouth. Now I talk with an accent.
Again, don't use the word
See?
Axe
Why
twice.
not?
It doesn't
Why?
work because it weakens the joke.
It's his joke.
It weakens.
It's free and
but
it's his joke.
But it's wrong.
You know
He's
what,
doing it
Jeff?
wrong.
I got your back, buddy.
He's doing it wrong. I'm here to help.
Well, see, I don't think you're doing a good job of that this morning. Listen, he's going to quit sending jokes. Do you want that?
Oh no, please. Don't do that.
Don't
Gosh,
threaten us
please.
with that.
Anything but that. Justin says, all those celebrities that visited Ukraine and the same ones are probably protesting this war in Iran. Why don't they go visit Iran? Good question.
Well, I don't know. To me, it's a question that answers itself.
Yeah. Thomas sends this joke over. Why don't congressmen use bookmarks? Because they like their pages bent over.
Ooh, wow. Dang.
Thomas, wow. That was like...
You paying attention, Jeff? That's how it's done.
No. Jeff is trying to keep it clean. That's the one thing you don't have to worry about. I think you got down this road with this one. You went, whoa, well, it's too late.
What are you talking about? Thomas was talking about books and
books?
bookmarks.
That is
You
Sure
bookmarks?
You're not
yeah,
understand
right.
that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You stick with that.
Don says, we listen every day now. Little Debbie has a strawberry-filled cookie with no icing that knocks out Costco. Richard, they're at Walmart, so you're good to go.
No, you're not. You don't have a Costco membership.
No, he says they're at
No,
Walmart.
at Walmart.
They're at
Oh,
Walmart.
yeah.
sorry.
You'll
Missed
be
that.
okay
I'm
there.
going to rush right over and buy some.
I bet you will.
Reverend Delmar says, whoop-de-doo, they're probing again. Why care when no one ever gets held accountable? Yeah, a case could be made for that. Yes, why? Why care?
Well,
Because
again,
nobody ever does get held accountable.
That's the part that's frustrating, but at the very least, investigate it so that we have it documented in history.
Sure.
That was just bogus as bogus gets.
I think Brennan does need to be held up to account. I think somebody needs to grab him and hold him up and just point out that this guy,
It was pretty bad.
I mean,
pretty blatant.
about as big a weasel as you can get. He was responsible for really getting the ball rolling on that. Obviously, Obama was there. Biden was there. Hillary Clinton and her campaign funded the entire Russian dossier thing, that ridiculous deal. It was all silly. Sean says, I assume this isn't the Rick Harris from Pawn Stars. I don't know. Maybe it is. I mean, I could see a good blues song about Pawn Stars. Nee, 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 nee. I bought a watch today. Nee, 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 nee. Turns out it didn't work. Nee, 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 nee. I paid someone a lot of money. Nee, nee. I don't know.
Let us know when you're done, Richard.
I'm done.
Wow.
that?
Still got an hour to go.
Good.
Nee, nee, nee.
Nee, 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 nee. Did you hear about the woman who was being rolled in for an organ donation when they discovered she was still alive?
How do you make this
Oops.
mistake? How does this happen?
Somebody ever think
Do they
about, I
quit
don't know, checking a
breathing?
heartbeat?
A heartbeat, a pulse.
Yeah.
You know, maybe make sure is there breaths of air coming in and out of her mouth and her nose?
Hold the mirror
Could
up
we
to
just
the face.
something?
A lot of times, when you hear a story like this, it's coming out of like India or Pakistan or some kind of third world type country like that.
Yeah, kind of like, when
Yeah.
some tragedy happens, you see
Sure.
there's like 10 people carrying this woman on a stretcher and she's bouncing all around the stretcher. You're like,
Right.
this woman's about to die. Could you treat her with a little bit of care? And they're just like,
Yeah. This one is also out of a third world country, Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh.
So, the Mississippi Supreme Court overturned a lower court's decision to dismiss the case filed by the estate of Paula Dennison against the Mississippi Organ Recovery Agency and others. The Mississippi Supreme Court said the lower court erred by relying on outside materials when granting a motion to dismiss. In this court's opinion, the record is not fully developed at this time for us to adequately address whether Mora should be granted immunity or not. I'm thinking if you are reeling somebody in to die, well, first off, what qualifies as still alive? Because don't you kind of want the organs to still be, brain
viable.
dead? Yes.
They have to be viable.
Viable, brain
Yeah.
dead, yes, but the organs should still be
Right. Ready
going,
to go.
so you can
Yep.
get them out of one person and get them into the cooler, and then get them on the plane. Wherever
Well,
it is.
and
I
maybe
don't know how
that
it
was
even
part
works,
of the problem is they were rushing this because they
It
knew
might have been.
they only had a certain amount of time after she passed that the organs would be okay.
It is my understanding that that does happen sometimes, that they do feel the need to kind of shove things along, and it's like, whoa, 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 he's not finished eating. Calm down. Don't take him away. Afterward, hospital staff contacted Mora to discuss the possibility of donating her organs. Following day, nurses at Mora determined that Dennison was showing signs of life such as spontaneous respirations, a reactive pupil, the presence of coughing, and gag reflexes. Yeah, that'll do it. Mm-hmm.
They,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm.
I think they rushed this along too
A
much.
little bit.
Well, she's gonna die. Let's just go ahead and take it now while
Yeah.
her heart's still beating.
Get it while the getting's
What?
good.
No,
Uh,
no.
Well, I'm an organ donor, but I can't imagine who would want them now after all the abuse I've piled onto them. My eyes are garbage.
Forget your eyes, yeah.
they're shot.
That's no good.
Yeah, I mean,
Your lungs those are no good.
lungs are pretty much toasted now. Thanks.
That's
to-
your liver
yeah.
and spleen.
Horrible.
Mm.
Absolutely horrible. Yeah, useless.
Not good there.
I've abused both of those. The
What about
kidneys are
hands
shot.
and feet. Could they, use
Well,
your
you're going to
hands
use
and
my
feet?
hands? What are
Well,
they
yeah,
gonna do?
you play the guitar. You're pretty good with that.
I mean,
Why not?
can you donate your hands?
I have no idea.
Okay, so you're just throwing stuff
Yeah,
out there.
sure. Why not?
All right.
I mean, if nothing else is worth anything,
Mhm.
you're saying internally nothing's good. Let's
No.
look at exterior.
Well, okay, I've got a certain part
about
that
your
I'm sure.
ears?
I know there are people out there who would like this one part of me that would really love it.
don't.
It's a
I
little,
don't think that they could do
it's
that.
a little on the large side, but
Okay, Richard.
As a-
don't brag.
as-
Quit bragging.
as noses go, I think it still works very well. Is what I was trying to say. I mean, what is wrong
Same.
with you?
It doesn't.
What is?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you can give and what you can't give. My heart probably is in the right place, which is the important thing.
I don't know.
But no, the rest of my organs are just they are just on their way out. They're wearing out even as we speak. I think the spleen left already. I think the spleen cut
Did it
out
on its own?
some time ago.
But
It was
listen,
just
we're
like,
going to
yeah,
leave
done.
now while we can. We're out of here.
Here's a sign I'm getting older. I'm walking by the Skechers display yesterday at Sam's Club.
And you're like,
I
oh,
said,
can.
I'll give it a
pair of
try.
those,
What the
sure.
heck? I said, they don't
Did
have
you
any
try 'em
13s.
on?
I'll try on the 12s.
Yeah, no, too
That's-
tight.
No, the 12s fit perfectly.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did you get them?
They're like walking on pillows.
Sure.
I'm
they're
wearing 'em
very
right now.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. Slide on, slide off.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is what I've become.
You become AJ with his Crocs.
I'm
That's you.
2 steps away from getting a walker. This is where I am
Just
right now.
Make sure you put the tennis balls on the bottom.
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
you got to put the tennis balls on. You don't
Yeah.
want to damage the floors or anything
No,
that you're using.
no, you're going to scuff up things. with
New,
that.
shiny, new tennis
Uh-huh.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine the dogs going after them when you bring the
Mhm.
walker in and they go, "Arr!" You're like,
They
hey,
attack
whoa,
the walker.
calm down. It's not time yet. 9 o'clock, Dixon Divining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Our producer, Steve, has got a lot to say.